Greetings. Well, it's June, an election year, 2024. I think it's actually June 6th today, 6 6. Oh, no. Um, and Just been hearing some crazy news. Heard a sample of Maxine Waters talking recently, and man, super racist. She's stoking up some super racial hate right now. I'm talking about just like crazy white people are just ready to go. They're just super loped up and ready to go. Giant domestic threat, MAGA. Um, so that was scary. Uh, Heard about NATO and U.S. has threatened to and is apparently now bombing. Has threatened to bomb inside of Russia. Right? We're just gonna go ahead and just maybe domestic, I guess, conventional weapon bombing, 2,000 pound bombs, huge bombs dropped inside of Russia. Um, Russia has kind of said, well, hey, that's kind of another red line, right? That's kind of like on guard. Like, get ready now. Now we're in a sword fight for real, and I'm gonna cut you. Put your guard up. Russia has some amazing weapons. They've got these conventional warheads that fly at 15 times the speed of sound, like apparently. They've got the Poseidon. It's a nuclear, it's a bomb they let off at the bottom of the ocean, designed to create giant tsunami, headed towards your coast. So they're not anything to, threaten, mess around with. You got Biden who poops himself. Poopy pants Biden. Um, anyway, uh, he is in charge at this time when things are escalating. They've mentioned putting troops on the ground in Taiwan as an escalation with China. They want to have more troops on the ground in Ukraine. And it's just insane. It's just insane. Putin has said, I'm going to strike back. Look out, Paris. That's really sad. I love Paris. I went there in 1983, 1983. But anyway, I just wanted to mention some of those things today. It's June, and my back is finally getting better. Seems like every time I go to work, it gets bad again, and then a couple days later, it's good again. So it's good, and I hope you guys are doing good. Pray to whatever God you pray to. Pray for peace. However that comes about. I'm thinking about what's my end game. All I have now is dread. I have no plan for the future, and but it's prophesied in Christian Bible and in also like Hopi prophecies, other prophecies that after this giant period of chaos that we're in now, I would say, there is a return to a garden. They all mention this, to like a life back in balance. Right now is out of balance. Life, kayonaskatse, life out of balance. But there is a lot of prophecy about some humans surviving and being able to get back to wholesome values again. So there's got to be good water and good soil at the end of all this. Can't have all been destroyed by Monsanto, glyphosate, what have you, Roundup. So protect the soil, protect the water, learn about your community, who's cool, who's trustworthy, who you can talk to. It's probably too late to do this stuff now, but I keep going, keep these seeds going, keep seeds protected, organic seeds, seeds that are not genetically modified. Protect them. Get ready to plant them to be good again. Learn about canning food, saving food, preserving food. How can you do that without a refrigerator? Learn about these things. Now's the time. Now is the time. I'm telling you, I don't know why, but just like food sovereignty is really key because whoever has that is going to have a lot more power and control over their lives. They're going to go say, no, we're not signing that. No, we're not taking that. No, we're not doing that. We have our own food. We don't need your food. If you don't have food and they come along and say, hey, you have to take this uh, 15th mRNA booster for the disease that's no longer going around, but you have to take it. When they pull that on you, you could say, well, go away. I got my own food here. Go away. Get out of here. You know, that's what we need to be able to say. We need that type of sovereignty, that type of real democratic power, local control over resources. We need that. We need that sooner than later. And we need to rein in the spending that's going to the defense industry, the three-letter agencies. We need to rein in the revolving door between our FDA and our regulatory agencies and companies like Pfizer, Genentech, uh, Moderna, Gilead. They're not regulated at all right now. They're just releasing toxic, crazy, deadly things and mandating that we take them. It's insane. It's not healthcare. Healthcare is first do no harm. That's the Hippocratic Oath. They're just like, whatever. RSV vaccine, no, don't test it. Who cares? RSV, that's a new thing. How about flu? What can we scare you? Bird flu. Oh, I got the bird flu coming around, right? So they're gonna like take your farm animals away. Oh, your farm animal has bird flu. It's got a. I just tested that cow. It's got bird flu. Seriously. All right, I'm rambling. Um, have a good one. Stay strong. Stay calm, and try not to get blown up in an escalating war. Right? Try not to fall for racism. Don't fall for it. What if the elites threw a racist civil war and we just didn't show up for it? Or we said we love you. We came with a message of love. A message of love could undermine all this. Their petty hate, petty authoritarian haters of the planet right now. But all they have is hate. They have no understanding. So when you're a compassionate, well-rounded person, you are curious about your enemies. You don't want to characterize them and put them away in a box like our media does now, like the Democrats do now. They're saying basically a third of the country that voted for Trump or whatever, you can't talk to those people. They're just crazy MAGA. They're terrorists, actually, right? And so they don't deserve rights. They don't deserve to be listened to. They don't deserve anything like common courtesy or any of that kind of stuff because they're not even really, they're MAGA forces. Trump team has been building you up for a war against the MAGA forces, a domestic war against like black on white, white on black, whatever. They're trying to stoke up that kind of thing. When I go out on the streets of America, the people aren't into it really. People aren't nearly as racist in real, like face to face, as they are on social media, right? I don't hear black people making sweeping, stupid statements about all white people. I never hear that out on the street, and I actually encounter really nice things, have nice exchanges. When I go on NPR or on mainstream media, I'm getting this idea that like, oh my god, the racist, white people are just they're like KKK. Like every white people you see, they're all just like crazy MAGA Trump KKK people ready just to attack. back in the 50s, Mississippi burning, like that's what they are making you try to think. When actually we've made some progress. Some people have gone forward. There could be some really nice harmony right now. There could be class solidarity, people getting together, Fred Hampton style, Rainbow Coalition style, against the corporate coup that's taken over, the creeping corporate coup of death and war and famine that's taken over. Right? We could unite and get better things for all of us. Better, more local food, libraries open late for our kids, community centers for our kids, free community center. Think about that. You don't need the 24-hour fitness. You don't need just fund a community center that's really cool. Have sober adults in there. Everybody that goes to the community center just has to be sober and nice. That's it. Any color, any race, any ethnicity, any financial group doesn't matter. Community center. We paid for the community center. It's got foosball in there, uh, ping pong, basketball court, pool tables, right? And sober people in there having a good time. And the library next door, park, old people and kids together, old people and kids hanging out together in like a little nursery park library setting at the center of your community. Imagine that. And then imagine bike paths leading out from that. Bike paths and electric emergency vehicles, protected bike paths. Imagine that. The bike paths we have in Oakland are so incredibly lame. For the Bay Area, progressive Bay Area, it's just like lame. The bike path doesn't go anywhere. You get on 14th Street, you gotta go. You're gonna go across Oakland. You gotta try to just navigate, get somewhere in Oakland. You're gonna end up on 14th Street. No bike lane, just right up against the curb. With cars just speeding right next to you. Right? No bike lane. You get on the bike lane, going across the Bay Bridge. Guess what? It is a Treasure Island. It's a slap in your face. It doesn't even go to San Francisco. The bike lane on the Bay Bridge doesn't even go to San Francisco. Okay? And there's no leftist, there's no group in the Bay Area that cares about that, that's doing anything about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about real things, real gardens, real quality of life things we could be going for, fighting for. Instead, they're falling for this identity politics BS. And this MAGA election year. What agenda item is ours? Our agenda item. Our agenda item would be ending war, not escalating war. Our agenda would be making healthcare more affordable, not becoming more beholden to private equity firms, monopolies. Our agenda would be local food, not food dependency on mega corporations. Where is our agenda? Where are we? What's happening? What are we doing? We're talking about going to war. It's June 6th, and NATO is talking about bombing Moscow. We're totally out of control. We've lost, as a real progressive, whatever. If you're for peace and labor and communities. Where's a community? Where's a healthy community? Tell me one community in America right now where I could just go get out of my car, feel safe, and just walk over to a library, hang out in a public park, feel safe, that there's not some enmity between the homeless people in that community. Well, now there's enmity between poor people and every community now. People have been pushed out of their homes, pushed in these desperate situations. Now they're at the edge of the community and they're being vilified. Or they're a cash cow for some bureaucrat. They're not, but they're probably not being helped. They're not being integrated with the community. There is no community, right? Basically, no community. Oakland right now, no community. There's a community of charter school people that have taken a bunch of money from Microsoft and stuff, and they think they're really cool in community. We're in these little cafes talking about gender shit, just nothing. Where's the library that's open late that anyone can just go to? I can go to at 10 o'clock at night, a library, and go in there and read and study in a peaceful environment. Where is that in Oakland? Where's a garden I can plant 3 onion plants in here in Oakland? Where can I go right now as a 20-year citizen of Oakland, go and plant food? right now. It's not here. So we're losing. Where's the affordable housing? Where's a person with no credit, bad credit, can just go and move in somewhere that's not run by a drug lord or some connected person or some big bully running the shelter? We're going to just get an apartment if I'm a low income person here in Oakland with bad credit. The reality, till the answer is right over there, we're losing. Till the answer is right over there on 14th Street, we just redid this building. It's all awesome. Anyone can apply. You got $1,000 a month, move in. No problem. Affordable housing, capitalism working. No, it's not. There's no affordable housing. And that precarity is what's creating the problem. That precarity is what's fueling the problem and all these divisions and all the problems in our lives. It's precarity. There's no good health care. You need to realize as soon as you lose your job, you're going to become homeless. That makes you act weird. It makes you feel weird. You realize the elites above you are trying to stoke a war, or they just have rumors of war to keep you freaked out. I don't think elites really want a nuclear exchange. What elite would themselves be wanting a nuclear exchange? Why would they think that's good for them? But if they think we're all freaked out, it's just another fly in the soup. It's just another thing for you to be freaked out about. It's another thing adding to your precarity. If we might bomb Moscow, and Moscow might bomb Paris, and then it just escalates into a nuclear war. Well, then that makes it hard for you to focus on task of the day if you're thinking, oh, it just might blow up tomorrow. Anyway, focus, fight for peace, fight for logic, fight for local control of things, food, good quality food, and have a good one.